itself increases risk of falling, right? And we get that because our doctors are telling us, our children are telling us, the media is telling us, everybody's telling us, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. In and of itself can increase risk of falls if there's nothing wrong with the person. Still, fall risk increases because the person is afraid of falling. And falling tends to increase the fear of falling, which then increases the risk of falling. Now, you've been fortunate up to this point. That's good. It depends. So if it's every time I step up on a curb, I seem to miss, okay, I'm going to be more conscious before I step up on a curb. I'm going to be more conscious and make sure I turn on the lights around the house, even though I grew up with my mother saying, don't turn the lights on, don't turn the lights on. True story. Because my mother was an Iowa farm girl and had running water when she was 9 years old for the first time in her life, right? You know. All right. The depression made lasting effects, right? So again, you better turn that light off and don't leave it on. It saves money. These are the habits that stay with us. But also be careful of the advice of be careful, be careful, be careful. Because then be careful. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Increases that fear of falling. So the furniture walking, I can tell you that right now. If you're furniture walking, 1, stop it. 2, why are you furniture walking? Do you have a balance problem and maybe you need a walker? Or you've picked up a bad habit because everybody's been hounding you about not falling, or you've seen too many of your friends fall and end up in the hospital, so now you have afraid of falling because you've labeled yourself as a certain age. And so now you start furniture walking because you're afraid of falling because of your environment around you, even though there's nothing wrong with you. Or all the time, every day. When we first find people, if they have a balance problem, they're over the age of 80. If they're not using a walker, 85%, 95%. Vast majority. Very, very rarely will we find somebody, if they have a balance problem and they're over the age of 80, let's say, they're not using a walker, right? But they have a balance problem, they're probably furniture walking in order to get by. Right.